Imagine if your car gets fully charged in just a few minutes. No long wait, no frequent visits to the charging station. It feels like a science fiction movie has become a reality, but this is no longer a dream. BYD's CEO has recently done something that is not just being discussed in China, but has created a stir from Tesla's California headquarters to Toyota's Japan office, because he has introduced BYD's new Blade battery. This is no ordinary battery. Seeing this, Elon Musk's concern has increased, and big companies like Toyota are having to rethink their EV strategy. Now the question is, what is so special about this battery? One thing is certain, it is not just a matter of charging speed. There is something hidden behind it that can shake the foundation of the entire EV industry. What unheard-of technology has BYD used in this, and how can it turn the EV market upside down? We will tell you this secret further on. But before that, if you want to be the first to get updates on the world of technology and EVs, then do subscribe to the channel. Before we learn about BYD's game-changing battery technology, let's understand BYD's strategy a little, because that's where the real game begins. Today, if any company is pushing Elon Musk's Tesla behind in the EV market, it is BYD. A name that quietly but with tremendous preparation entered the world of electric vehicles and has now surprised the whole world. People thought that Tesla would always have the leadership in the EV market, but BYD has changed the game with different thinking, a different approach, and grounded strategies. BYD focused on the mass market from the very beginning. While Tesla stuck to the expensive and premium segment, BYD targeted the mid-range and affordable segment, exactly where the real user base is. This thinking was not a coincidence but was a result of the foresight of BYD CEO Wang Chuanfu. He said in an interview, "If you want to change the world, you have to make technology for the common man, not just for the rich." This thinking became the biggest strength of BYD. So, BYD's second big move was vertically integrated manufacturing. Basically, that means the company makes everything itself, from the battery to the motor, chip to software. Now Tesla also does a lot of things on its own, but BYD took it even further and kept its entire supply chain under its control. This strategy gave them two major advantages. First, the cost was reduced a lot, and second, there was never a halt in production, even when the whole world was struggling with a chip shortage. From 2021 to 2022, BYD managed to manufacture and sell its vehicles without any interruption. The third strategy was focusing on both hybrids and EVs simultaneously. While the world was running toward EVs, BYD did not ignore plug-in hybrids, especially in countries like China where full EV charging infrastructure is not yet fully ready. Hybrids have given BYD a huge advantage. This is why many of their models, such as the Chin Plus DMI and Song Plus, are seeing record-breaking sales. Along with this, BYD has never spent much on marketing but adopted the strategy of, the product will speak. The quality, performance, and price of their vehicles have been so strong that the users themselves have become brand ambassadors. Their customers never get tired of praising the vehicles on social media. Amidst all this, Elon Musk may be talking about going to the moon, but in the battle that is going on the ground, BYD has made big moves. So here's the deal. This is the reason why BYD overtook Tesla in electric vehicle sales in 2024. According to reports, BYD sold a whopping 3.02 million EV units, while Tesla remains stuck at 1.81 million. Quite the shift in the market, isn't it? The meaning is clear, folks. BYD is not just making cars, it's setting a new standard every single day. That's something to think about, right? It all started with a thought that Wang Chuanfu spoke years ago, and it still resonates today. We don't just make cars, we create a better future. It's amazing how one idea can spark a revolution, isn't it? Perhaps this thought has put a giant like Tesla into deep thinking. Now let's talk about the EV that has created a stir in the entire EV market and, whose biggest strength is BYD's Blade battery. So far, there were two major problems in the EV world, charging time and battery safety, but BYD has almost eliminated both of these with one of its innovations. The Blade battery is not just a battery, it is a warning to the entire EV industry that the times have changed. First of all, let's talk about its fast charging power. Until now, people thought that charging an EV means waiting for hours. But this Blade battery from BYD has changed this thinking. According to reports, this battery charges so fast that it can be charged up to 80% in just a few minutes. This means that if you're on a long-distance journey and need charging on the way, you just have to stop for a short while. Not even a cup of coffee will be finished, and the car will be ready to go again. Now let's talk about more range. Many people do not buy EVs because they're afraid that the battery may run out quickly. But the Blade battery has put an end to this fear as well. Its energy density is so good that after a full charge, it can easily cover a distance of 500 to 600 kilometers. And the most important thing is that this range is not only seen in the company's lab report, but also in real-life driving conditions. Now, the biggest concern, safety. You must have heard about incidents of fire in EV batteries, but BYD's Blade battery is named after its specialty. It is like a long, thin, and strong blade. During its testing, it was, pierced with a drill, heated up, and even pressed with some really heavy objects, but amazingly it neither burst nor caught fire. In one of the tests, this battery was actually crushed by a truck, and even then it stayed absolutely safe. So that's why it's being considered the safest EV battery in the world today. Now let's talk about battery life. Normal batteries last for a few years and then their performance starts declining. But in the Blade battery, BYD has used such chemistry and cooling technology that this battery performs almost the same as it did on the first day for 8 to 10 years. This means that you will not have to bear the cost of changing the battery again and again. There is a really big vision behind this entire technology to make people trust EVs. And honestly, BYD seems to be completely successful in this. When a battery in a car is fast, long-lasting, fireproof, and has a long life, then the question does not even arise why people would not buy an EV. While giants like Tesla are constantly trying to improve their battery technology, BYD has set a standard with a Blade battery that is currently difficult for other companies to even match. So when people say that BYD's new EVs are game changers, the biggest reason for this is the Blade battery. This is not just an innovation, it's actually a technology that gives a new direction to the entire EV industry. Perhaps this is a reason why Elon Musk, who often took BYD lightly, has now started taking them seriously, and giants like Toyota, which itself has been working on batteries for decades, are now studying BYD's technology carefully. Now imagine when a battery is so powerful that it can change the entire market strategy. How forward-thinking must that company be? And this thinking is making BYD the new king of EVs. This technological prowess is honestly the engine behind BYD's stunning market ascent, allowing them to overtake Tesla in sales volume. It forces a strategic re-evaluation across the entire automotive landscape. For a legacy giant like Toyota, which has invested heavily in hydrogen and solid-state batteries, the Blade battery represents a disruptive present-day reality that, really challenges their future roadmap. For Tesla, it represents a formidable competitor that has successfully cracked the code on the mass market by solving the fundamental battery challenges that have long plagued the industry. Elon Musk's increased attention is a tacit acknowledgement that the competitive arena is no longer about who has the most charismatic CEO or the most premium brand, but about who possesses the most advanced, reliable, and cost-effective core technology. Ultimately, the Blade battery is more than a product. It is a statement of philosophy. It embodies BYD's vertically integrated, forward-thinking strategy, proving that the future of electric mobility will be one, not just with sleek designs and autonomous features, but with profound foundational innovations in the technology that powers it all. BYD, by placing this unparalleled battery at the core of its vehicles, hasn't just joined the EV race. It is now setting the pace and honestly forcing every other automaker on the planet to run faster just to keep